Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a long time coming. Today I am continuing my Dollar Tree Makeup Collection series, and today is the second installment of my eyeshadow collection. I will have all of these videos listed down below, the ones that I've done so far. I did part one of eyeshadow, and it consisted of duos, trios, and quads. Now I'm going with my singles, my liquids, and anything a 6-pan and up. So there's a lot of ground to cover. I'm going to do my best to swatch what I can. Of course, there's a lot of eyeshadow to swatch, so I can't swatch every single shade, but I will do my best. So to all my returning Dollar Divas, thank you so much for your patience. I know you've been waiting patiently for this particular video, and if you are new to my channel, my name is Jessica, and I like to do a lot of dollar store and Dollar Tree oriented makeup and shopping content. So if that is your thing, you are definitely in the right place. Basically, I'm a bargain makeup channel. I like to do all the same fun content that other makeup channels do, except I like to stay in that bargain price point. And anymore, drugstore makeup isn't even a bargain anymore. So I like to focus on like Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Temu Shein, Shop Missy, anything like that, like bargain makeup, just like the cheapest makeup you can buy. And so, needless to say, the makeup look I am wearing is Dollar Tree, and I will have it linked down below if you missed it. I tested a couple new makeup products. But anyways, if you are new, I will have some related content down below in the description box. That way you can binge watch more content like this if you've been looking for a channel like mine for a while. And I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. So without any further chit chat, we have a lot of ground to cover. Let's just go ahead and get into today's video. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the LA Colors 6-pan palettes. And I do have the newer ones, and I still have my older ones. So of course, they've repackaged these in the last couple years, made them so much better, you guys. So the one I'm wearing right now is a new color story. This is on Cloud 9. And then some are kind of similar, like this one right here, this is Hot. And you can see that in the new one. This is the old one. They were not really shimmers or mattes, but they really worked hard to make the new one have more shimmers and mattes. That shimmer right there in the middle is amazing. They both are. It's just a nice little palette. So they really repackaged these really nice. Like, here's a perfect example. I'll go in and swatch. So these are like the new swatches, those two shimmers, and these are the ones that are in that other palette in the same exact spots. You can just see they've really done a good job at repackaging their color stories and creating more difference, you know, in their color story. This one here feels like it has a lot of kind of repeat, you know. Then some they changed completely. So these are both the Night Out palette, but as you can see, the newer one is a completely different color story. It's got a pink in there, but it's a lot more warm with oranges and all that kind of thing, whereas this one has teal and pink and black and all that kind of thing. This one here is probably the most similar to its old self. This is Playful, and as you can see, it's a little bit more similar. This is the new one. This is the old one. So very much this more similar, but like especially these last two shades here. We'll swatch those. These are pretty similar quality and finishes. This is the old one. This is the new one, and I went into those last two shades there in both of them. So very similar. This is the one that they kept kind of most similar to each other. Then you've got the color story Lucky, and they've made this one better as well, I feel, for sure. Just adding a little bit more contrast in there. And this shimmer shade up here in the top almost seems to have a shift to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then these are Fling, again, kind of same concept. They just added a little bit more, again, contrast in this one here. Adding that gold was a really nice idea. And then I might have, if they had an old one of the Almost Nude, it's maybe somewhere, I should have it because I do have all of these, but this is the newer one. Again, a very beautiful nude palette with wonderful shimmers. These two shimmers here are just everything. See, really nice. Those are the two shimmers in there. And then, like I said, this is the one I'm wearing right now. This is a brand new color story. So LA Colors has been doing that quite a bit lately, especially with their, you know, they come out with their collections every year, but they've been doing it with their like readily available makeup, which has been amazing. And then these are newer. These are from Beauty Intuition, and they have these like 8-pan palettes here, and I have all 4 that you can find at the Dollar Tree, or that I know of come from the Dollar Tree. And I've done a look with all 4 of these. I will have those videos linked down below, but I've done a look with all 4 of them. This one here I didn't find on my own. It was actually sent to me by a friend of mine here on YouTube. It's a neutral palette, and these are actually really nice quality. I had a little bit of a difficult time with the pastels, but honestly, pastels can be a little weird to try to find, to make an eye look, at least for me. So I kind of look at this as a little bit more like a companion palette. And then these two here I had really, really good luck with, the soft pinks and the peachy nudes. And then stuff that I do have in my collection from Dollar Tree that you don't find every day at the Dollar Tree. I've got some hard candy palettes. This one here, my cover is broken, but it's a glitter palette that I found at Dollar Tree. And I actually bought one for myself and one for a friend of mine. And these are, you can tell I've used a bunch of these. This is something that I've used at work. Hard candy makes great glitter shadows. Wet n Wild, not so much, but Hard Candy and Profusion make really, really nice glitters. And there are other the eyeshadows in here are actually pretty nice too. That's the purple, so just really, really pretty. And this one here was sent to me by Marina from Confessions of a Dollar Tree Addict. She sent this to me in a Dollar Tree kind of like goodie bag. And this is the Look Pro eyeshadow palette, all that rose gold. Again, just a really pretty eyeshadow palette. Kind of reminiscent of the NATASHA DENONA Love palette, so she found that for me. And I think she also found this as well and sent it to me. Just another glitter palette. Absolutely beautiful. And then I found these two on my own. This one here is in Naturally Gorgeous, and this one here is in Raining Men. This is kind of like a nice, kind of a Christmassy palette. Got a lot of colors in there. And, you know, pretty good quality. And this one here is just your kind of a very typical, kind of a neutral color story. And I think I bought these when things were still $1 at the Dollar Tree. So again, some fun finds. And then these ones here I found while on vacation, and I have, I believe, all 4 of them. I think there are 4. I think a Dollar Diva, I think it was Miss Tina, that told me that Shop Miss A used to actually sell these, or still does. You can find them on their website for like $1. But I've got these 4 Malibu Glitz palettes. And I've done a look with a couple of them. I think I did 1 and 2. Can't remember if I've done 3 or not. I think I've done 3. I know I've done 1 and 2. I've done looks with both of these. And they're just kind of these interesting little palettes. It's a little hard to get a brush in there, but not too bad. The thing on top, I think someone told me, was like a primer. And you see a lot of them are just, they're numbered. So you got 1, this is 2. Get these bright color stories, you know. Another bright one right here. And here's the one, here's one I know for sure I haven't yet used. Just super fluorescent. These look like something back from like the 80s, I feel. See that really nice color payoff? Super cute, super fun. So then these here, readily available. It is the LA Colors 12 pan eyeshadow palettes. And I have all of their color stories. So these are like the 5 original ones they had. You've got traditional, it's like a neutral color story. You have got trendy right here. And I know I've done a look with trendy, and I've done a look with this one here too. This is supernatural. Then you've got urban. Then you've got chic. And so they recently came out with a new color story. This is in vogue. And the beautiful thing about this palette here is it's got mattes and it's got shimmers. And I just recently did a look with this. I really would love for them to do what they did with the 6-pan palettes and repackage all of these and do what they did with this palette here, make mattes and shimmers. So for instance, this is a new, I just bought this in my last haul. This is a new version of their chic palette, and I'm gonna use them and compare them. They put the little designs in, but it doesn't look like, this is the new one right here, but it doesn't look like they really changed the finishes, so to speak. But I'm gonna do a side-by-side with them and try them out in a future video. And you know, this one here is a really good quality. The older ones, you do have to kind of wet your brush if you want like a really bright effect. But like in a pinch, they'll do, and you have a little bit of everything, you know. Definitely highly recommend the In Vogue color story of this palette. Wonderful palette for $1.25, and something you can wear every day. Get a smoky look, natural look, a one and done. Just really, really nice. Not a bad 12-pan palette for $1.25. Then again, a couple of things that are not easily found. One I found myself, and then one a Dollar Diva, Miss Tina, found for me and sent me. So these are the Wet n Wild Color Icon palettes. This one here I found myself. This is in Petal Pusher. And it lets you know like brow bone, you know, eyelid, crease, all that kind of stuff. And these are really, really nice little palettes. You get a little bit of everything. Then Tina found this one for me. This is in Poster Child. And so it's just got like a little bit of a brighter color story. Super fun. And then something here that I have, I'm going to go through some eye crayons. And this is not a category that I use very much. There was a time where you were able to find Ardell stuff at Dollar Tree. And so during that time, I think it was like 2 years ago, I found a couple of their eyeshadow crayons. And sometimes I buy these thinking I'm really just going to use them as like an eyeliner, because I don't tend to use them as much as eyeshadows. So these are the three that I have. I have like a black, a brown, and that one there in the middle is like a dark, dark, dark blue. It's got a little hint of shimmer. So I've got 3 of those. And then LA Colors comes out with eye crayons as well. And they've had several over the years. Like usually they put them in their collections. And I've got 2. I've got Retreat and I've got Blue Gleam. So one is like a brown, one is kind of a nice teal shade. And theirs tend to be a little bit on the shimmery side. So there are the 2 LA Colors ones. And then I recently, one of the very few things I found from the Wet n Wild Sesame Street collection this year at Dollar Tree was I did find their limited edition 3-piece multi-stick set in Nom Nom Nom. And I have not yet used these on my channel, I don't think. Crazy. My favorite one is this one here with Cookie Monster. And it's blue. And I just love blue. As you can tell, I'm wearing blue eyeshadow at the moment. It's one of my favorite shades of eyeshadow. I'm just so glad that you can wear it now without getting completely made fun of. The brown ones here I could take or leave. So there they are. Yeah, the brown ones, I don't know. I just don't. But that blue right there is really, really, really beautiful. So now this is a fun category. I love liquid eyeshadows. And there's some great ones at the Dollar Tree. My favorite are the ones here with the purple caps that LA Colors came out with this year. So good, you guys. The colors are just amazing. You know, everything you would want in a liquid eyeshadow. I've got the one that's kind of like a gold, like a yellow gold in my work bag. But like I said, I've got every single shade. This one here is a little bit more of like a champagne gold. I've got this like berry shade here, which is super pretty. Not one I reach for very often, but it is gorgeous. I do tend to gravitate towards the lighter shades, like the more pearlescent and gold shades, you know, because I'll do them as an inner corner highlight and all that good stuff. Like I said, I have a lighter, more yellow gold in my work bag because I use it every single day. See, those are just so beautiful. And then there's a couple that I found in the Halloween, like with the Halloween stuff. One I bought this year, actually I'm wearing this one right now. This one I found last year just kind of randomly. And I have another one. It's kind of like that shade right there. And I have that in my work bag as well. So these are from the Halloween collection right here. That way if you're seeing them in your store and you're on the fence about buying them, you can see what they look like. So there those are. Aren't those pretty? And then these 3 here I've had forever. These are like their original older ones here. You've got this copper shade here, which is in the shade Cheers. And I find LA Colors ones, they don't dry out nearly as quick as like a Stilla. Like I said, I don't reach for these as much as I do the ones with the purple cap. Because the ones with the purple cap just come in colors that I reach for. But those 3 right there, just very readily available at Dollar Tree. They even have like, I believe like a pinkish shade as well. Then this is a hard candy one I found at Dollar Tree. This is the Glitterazzi Liquid Sparkler. And this is in Blaze. And there you go. It's a little shifty. It actually looks very pink on camera. But it's actually, there it is, the gold. You can kind of see it's a little shifty, which is really, really pretty. And then I got 2 of these. These are from Be Pure. I think my silver one, and they basically have a gold and a silver. My silver one recently kind of dried up, but this is the gold one. And I tend to reach for gold more anyway. And this is, when I say this is gold, this is gold. That is so pretty. That's my Dollar Tree liquid shadow, just minus the couple that are in my work makeup bag. And then I don't know if you remember, a few years ago, LA Colors came out with these little like eyeshadow books. And I think I bought all 3 of the color stories that they had. The one down here on the bottom really reminds me of the NATASHA Denona, is it the Glam palette? Look at that on the bottom there. You know, it's got kind of like neutral nudes, you know, they're not too warm, not too cool. Then of course you have this one here that's kind of like a good fall, autumn color story. And then this one here has some pops of purple and still relatively neutral. Really, really pretty. A little tough to get your brush in, but really not a bad little eyeshadow palette. And then these are 2 like random eyeshadow palettes from Dollar Tree that I've had for a really long time. And there's other color stories, like this one right here. This is a little 6-pan palette. This is in the shade Beauty. And I really, really like this. I had another one that was a little bit more like the Naked Basics. Had just 6 mattes, but I think it kind of stopped. It wasn't all that pigmented, but these, like right here, are pretty top notch. I remember these being really pretty. Look at those, like seriously. Just a really, really nice palette to reach into. I wish they still had these at Dollar Tree. It was just a very short period of time I was able to find them. And then these here, I've had every color story, but I've decluttered, you know, some stuff from my collection. But you might remember these. I can't remember what they were called, but they're the, this is in the shade Sunset Break. And they had, like I said, at least another color story, maybe 2. And these really are pretty good quality as well, I remember. Yeah, look at that. Some mattes and shimmers. Really, really, really pretty. And these are from the Beauty Benefits line. They were coming out with all of these singles. And I think I bought every single one that I could find. They're just so cute. Look at how little. And these I remember being super pigmented. We'll go ahead and swatch them all. Here are all of the colors. Yeah, those are really nice. Like, who needs Urban Decay singles when you've got these? Man, those Urban Decay singles were like all the rage. Like, I used to love buying those. But yeah, super pretty. I never reach for them because I just generally don't reach for singles, but they're super pretty. Comment down below if you remember those and have some. And then when these came out a 3 years ago, this brand, I actually did a whole full face of this brand. Everything I could find. They had mascara, liner, eyeshadows, lip products. And it is the B Beauty Essentials brand. And I still see these randomly in my makeup section from time to time. These little eyeshadow singles. And they're all like entitled like inspiring, capable, helpful, progressive, you know. And I remember these being amazing quality as well. And I will swatch all of them. Look at that. I need to reach for these more, especially that gold right there. I would wear that out at work. Actually, any of these making a look. Look at that. Yeah, and like I said, I still do see these from time to time, usually like in a package hanging there with just the regular makeup. When I first bought them, it was like they had their own display, you know, because it was new, but super, super pretty. So yeah, if you see those and you like the color, definitely pick it up if it's something you'll wear because they are really nice quality. And then I think I have a couple more shades than what you see here, but these are just those old school LA Colors loose shimmering eyeshadows. This one here, I remember back in the day, people were talking about, this is the shade, what is this one? Sunshine. People talking about this being a dupe for, was it Fenty? I don't feel like Fenty was out at the time. And it was a dupe for something, but of course the packaging, what I learned is even if you don't use the brush, you leave the brush in there because it keeps the product from coming out and getting everywhere. And I don't reach for these anymore, you know, and they're just something you find. They have like a pink, a purple. I don't think I ever had those shades because they're just not something that I usually go for, but like these shades here, in lieu of my like liquid eyeshadow, totally use those like on my inner part of my eye. I've got this one here too. This is in Radiant. It's kind of like a taupe shade. You know, nothing fancy, been around forever, but you know, not terrible, you know what I mean? Now this, okay, so Be Pure came out with this. This is the glitter eyeshadow. It is so beautiful in the pan, and it swatches really pretty too, and they've recently come out with one that's like blue. Like I said, the swatch of this is stunning, you'll see. But I couldn't get it to translate on the eye. But yeah, look at that, like so pretty. Got little stars and moons in it and stuff. But like I said, I couldn't quite get it to like translate on my eye. Then a couple more singles I found. These are from Wet n Wild. This one here is just a black one. This is in Panther. Really nice matte black eyeshadow. Then this one here is in the shade Nudecomer. And when I bought it, I thought it was a powder, but it's actually like a cream, which I guess I probably, when I bought it, it freaked me out a little bit more, but probably not as much now because I use liquid eyeshadow so much. But like I said, just kind of random finds that you probably never see again. Then I got a couple of hard candy singles that I found at Dollar Tree. This one here it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's in Night Out. It's like a black shimmery shade. Then this one here, oh, I love a shade like this. This one doesn't have the name on it still, but it's like a very light metallic pink. Really, really nice quality. Just 3 more items, you guys. We're just about there. I don't know if I've used this on my channel yet. This is a fairly recent find. And like I said, I love blue. This is the LA Colors Iced Pigment Powder, and this is in Gleam. So it's in kind of like this icy blue shade. I don't think I used this yet. Oh, opinion too, though. It's so pretty. Look at that. Reminds me of one of those L'Oreal hip pigments that were really popular back in the day, and I had mine until like fairly recently. Then I found this e.l.f. quad, which I should have put it in with my quads, but here we are. And I never reach for this, but it's one of those ones that has the, you know, line, crease, highlight kind of a thing. And this is in the shade Matte for Plum. Like I said, I don't ever really reach for it. Then last but not least, and this is beautiful, I really need to use this more. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints Metallics. This is in Brass Knuckles. And this is so pretty. I forget how pretty it is. Look at that. Just, you know, one of those fun finds back in the day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, show me you did by hitting the like button. Again, I will have all the videos in this series linked down below. That way you can catch up on the ones I have so far, and definitely stay tuned for the next one. And of course, if you're new, definitely go down and binge watch some of my other content. I would appreciate it so much, and I think you'll get a lot from it as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.